I would definitely say one of the biggest things would be like stick with it. Because I feel like at times this major can be very challenging, like the spring sophomore semester and things like that. While it is a very big challenge, it's such a rewarding major that like once you get through these hard classes, once you like find out you did well on that test that you didn't think went so well, I think it can definitely be very challenging and very like kind of knock you down, but it's really, I feel like sticking with it is like the most rewarding thing that you can do, because it's easy to be able to be like, oh, I want to change, like I might like explore changing my major, changing my focus, but at the end of the day, if it's something that you're truly passionate about and you want to, and you truly see yourself doing in the future, I think it's well worth sticking with it, even if it is hard sometimes. I feel like that's a lot of what ECE is as a whole, is just learning from mistakes and being able to kind of like change either your method of studying, your habits of like what you're doing, like maybe before tests, things like that, working with groups to kind of help understand things conceptually. I think there's a lot of things that it helps you kind of develop as a person and as a student, and then that also will carry into as a professional one day. You should definitely expect for things not to go smoothly all the time, and it's really just kind of about how you move on from it, how you learn from it, how you change your habits to prevent it from happening again, take the punches as you go, and move on from them, and kind of just stick with it. It can be really rewarding. While I found myself feeling down sometimes about like a class or about a certain grade on a test, it's definitely been rewarding to be able to just put that behind me and move on from it, and really just focus for the upcoming assignments and things like that. I wish I knew how important like going to office hours or kind of like forming like those groups of like friends that are in similar classes and being able to study with and like bounce ideas off of. I feel like it's really beneficial, especially in ECE, just because it is so new for a lot of people, and like a lot of people come in with a little amount of experience, and so being able to find individuals who basically like informed in like one area than you may be, I feel like that's definitely a good way to be able to learn together as a whole and benefit each other. And I feel like in high school I didn't really have that experience. Like I didn't really go to like, we didn't like have office hours at my high school or things like that, or I didn't really have like a lot of study groups. I kind of just do things on my own. So I think being able to come into college and kind of force myself, if I am getting stuck, to like create a relationship with my professors and like my TAs and go to office hours, and then also be able to kind of form a group of friends that is able to help each other out when someone's stuck or if someone's not understanding something, I think is definitely one of the most beneficial things you can do as an ECE student or just as a student in college in general. I wish I knew about was just how close like everyone is within our ECE community, because I just feel like everyone knows that like you may be struggling with a class or things like that, and so everyone that I've met in this department is really like wants to help you and it wants to see you succeed. So I think being able to know that would have brought me a lot more comfort, like when making like, for instance, a decision of like what major I wanted to go into or like what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I think that's definitely another good thing that I wish I kind of had a better idea of when I was going into it.